Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the Hour Long Deluxe. I'm your host, Captain Quasar, and today we're just going to be doing a simple reaction stream. Um, Not a whole lot going on, you know what I mean? Just going to make sure this is all right. I've been realizing my content strategies are all fucked. I need to post more regularly because my videos are actually doing all right. I'm getting like 1,000 views here, 1,000 views there. You know, it's not terrible. But I need to translate those views to subscribers. I was thinking about maybe doing like a channel introduction video. Doing like a, hey, welcome to the channel, it's me. You know what I mean? But nah, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do for it yet. Because, you know, I have that whole... I'm still making sure... I have to make sure that it all makes sense logistically. But I got to do a 1,000 subscriber gift card giveaway, you know what I mean? We really are trying to do something. And I want to be a benefit to the people that benefit me, you know? I would like to do this professionally. And if you can help me do that, then I hope that I can help give you a second away from your terrible, terrible life. But anyways, let's get into the first video of the day. Or the night, wherever you are. That's what we call community building. I care about you. Get some sleep. Like Vidad here in chat. Yes. Yes. Don't know why I'm... Oh, I was going to restart the recording. I was trying to remember what I was doing. So this video came out a day ago, and I saw it. I don't know why I was talking weird. Put my professionalism voice on, you know what I mean? Talk for real. But yeah, this video came out a day ago by Grant Harding, and it's called "Licensed Pharmacist Tries Rhino Pills. Then this happened." I think we can all guess what happened. These pills are massive. Are they what's it called? I forget what it's called. You know what I mean. Goes up the bum.
What the heck is this? My goodness, I've never seen something more comical before in my life. I don't even know what this is supposed to be used for, but lots of people have been
He's like whispering. And I'm hearing every little coming out of his mouth.
recommending it to me. I'm Grant Harding. I'm a licensed pharmacist in 3 states, and I'm a drug pricing expert, and I wanted to review different medications I find so that you guys can make better, more informed decisions. Rhino? Now, why rhino? I immediately think of...
Why rhino? Because they got the horn, baby. That's what I would assume, at least.
rhinovirus, but that would be like unethical
Why would that be the first thing you think of? What?
to sell rhinovirus. Twin.
Yes, it would.
What is the point of that?
Because there's 2 of them. You can take them together with your twin. Hey, twin, take this rhino pill with me. We about to go run a train. See? Simple as that.
What is this even telling me? Am I going to have twins now? Is that what this is for? Rhino, super long lasting.
I see extreme 999,069. It's the Rhino 69.
Good choice of the word super. It doesn't sound like a 12-year-old wrote that or anything. Extreme 999K. No one knows what that means. This is like the dumbest packaging I have ever seen in my life. 69, okay? HQ. What does this even mean? No headache. G thanks.
869. You know what that means. That's what these are for. HQ, high quality. I'm deciphering all of this. I'm the dick pill doctor. That's what you can call me. He might be an actual pharmacist, but I know what's up. No headaches. That just speaks for itself.
Glad to hear that. It's got two very unofficial looking seals. Neither of these seem to mean anything. It just says authentic made in the
Genuine product made in the USA. It's authentically made in the USA. That, I mean, you could make it in your bathtub and it'd still be considered authentically made in the USA, right?
USA. I feel like whoever designed this package also probably made up both of these seals. I don't think there's anything official about them at all.
I don't see what that other seal is. He needs to stop shaking.
Large.
It's a 100% genuine product. I didn't hear him say that part. That's pretty funny. Ha ha ha. 100% genuine product kind of just means you are buying something. I guess you couldn't put that on like those I've seen like some memes, some posts of like a toy, but it'll be like the invisible Batman's invisible jet or something, and there's nothing in the container. That would not be 100% genuine product.
Harder, stronger.
Or maybe it would.
Don't know what that means.
Is this guy just an idiot? I mean, he's a pharmacist, so I'd hope not. Maybe he's playing dumb. So we can go, whoa, no way.
It's not very descriptive. Larger, harder, stronger, what?
You know what?
Work ethic? Muscles? I don't know. What is this even for? And this is the weirdest part. I don't even know if you can read this. 1 capsule up to 9 days. What?
That doesn't sound good. What happens if does the no headache fall off? Does that clause fall off if I take 2 within 9 days?
Chemical lasts 9 days. That is such an arbitrary unit of time. I have no idea what this is. I don't even know why people wanted me to review it. I'm not impressed, and I hate this packaging. Like, it literally has this image of a rhino, and then has the same one right here. Like, this, again, did a 12-year-old design this? Like, I have no idea what's going on. Let's flip around to the back. Again, 1 capsule up to 9 days. Don't know how they're coming to that. This is the longest expiration date I've ever seen in my life. 2029? It's 2024 at the end of, or at making this video. This is like 5-year expiration.
I mean, I don't believe this guy's a real pharmacist now. There are certain things that have of expiration dates of like 10 plus years, aren't there?
Date I've never heard.
Maybe I'm eating bad stuff and I should throw it out. I'll
Stamina
check.
plus size plus time. Not a fan of math right now. Not
Stamina plus size plus time equals fun.
something I want to be doing. All right, maximize the time up. Oh my gosh. I hate this. I hate whatever this is supposed to be.
I mean, you just read it. Now you can't even act naive. Here, I'm going to read it now.
This.
I want to read it.
Oh my gosh. I'm up.
Maximize the time of intercourse. Free from premature ejaculation. Better ejaculation content, no limits. Maximize volume of ejaculation. Or of ejaculate. I think that's what it was. Amazing increase of something. Maybe of libido. Trying to hone in, can't. Experience rock hard erections. Maximize sexual confidence. Maximize intense, explosive orgasms. Guaranteed enhancement. No prescription necessary. Doctor designed. Truly a pill to behold.
Oh my gosh. I hate this. I hate whatever this is supposed to be. The package, this makes no sense. It's just a bunch of buzzwords. Doctor designed, love that one.
There's Ian. Amazing increase in thickness. Maximize in length, width, and stamina. I was right about this one. Amazing.
Necessary? Gee, I hope so. I bought this at a gas station.
Usage and effects. Take one Rhino 69 capsule 1 hour before sex to help energy, libido, and sexual performance. Rhino 69 can also be used on a regular basis to maintain optimal condition and readiness for sex. For best results, take Rhino 69 1 hour apart from taking other supplements or medication. Caution: consult a physician if you have heart problems. Stop using immediately. I don't know, I can't read this that well. Keep out of the reach of children. Store this product in a cool and dry place. Do not use more than one capsule every 60 hours. Wait. Oh, yeah. Okay, that adds up. I don't want to do the math, but I think that adds up. We won't question. I think it does. Whatever. What? Wait. This doesn't make any sense. Serving size 1,000 or one capsule, which is 1,000 milligrams. Servings per container is 2,000, but it doesn't say 2,000 milligrams. That would mean it's 2,000 servings. But there's only 2. They lie. That's the only reason I no longer trust this product. I wouldn't buy this. Wouldn't take it.
Enhancement. Like, it's just, this looks so unprofessional. I would almost think that this is a meme. Like, this looks like a joke thing that you would buy to prank somebody. I can't believe people are actually taking this. Are people actually taking this? I don't think they actually are.
I mean, I'm sure they are.
Okay, here's something that's really messed up. Look at the supplement facts here. Servings per container, 2,000. How does that make any sense at all? Am I supposed to split each pill into?
No, I'm gonna clarify what's meant. It means 2,000 milligrams because it's just stupid. But that was what I was saying.
1,000?
Because that's clearly
servings per container, 2,000. That makes no sense. It's like there's the most random words and numbers ever printed on here. One capsule.
Proprietary raw material is 800 milligrams. So the capsule itself is 200 milligrams? That seems like a hefty capsule that's kind of unnecessary.
So 1,000 milligram. 1,000 milligram of what? It doesn't say. This is like the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
I want to see this guy take it now.
I tried to look up these weird things, and it's just the same junk over and over. Oh, this may help with this. This may help with this. You could find whatever, like this is, you will find whatever you want to read for all this. You will find whatever you want to hear. You will find that Dangui is good for insert X, insert Y. These weird supplements that don't have a lot of data around them, it's just hearsay. It's just, what's the word I'm looking for? It's just anecdotal. That's the word I was looking for. So I see that there's a lot of words here printed, but I don't see anything at all. You know what I mean? There's a lot of words on here, but it's saying nothing to me. And I really, really hate this. I hate the dosing. And I briefly Googled this company, and they got into some trouble from the FDA. So I'm not a fan of this at all. And, I mean, I still might take it, but I don't like...
Dude, do it. You'll be fine. If you're a physician, I imagine you go to the doctor regularly. You probably don't have heart arrhythmia, or you would have stopped because it said don't take it if you have some kind of heart problems.
All right, moment of truth here. Let's open this up. Ooh, okay. Oh my gosh, that was loud.
It cracked open.
Okay, it's got its own little barn door exit here. It's
Oh, is the pill inside of that capsule?
It's got its own little door flaps. I kind of like that. That's kind of cute, honestly. Okay, so let's quit screwing around here and get to the...
Because I thought you were going to take the whole thing. I think it's inside of that.
Are these suppositories? Wait, does it say? I mean, it technically doesn't say how you're supposed to take this, so they could be for all I know. Oh.
Yeah, I was confused too. I thought that's what I meant earlier. I thought it was a suppository too.
Okay, it's its own little case. I see. It's like a cigar case, kind of, for a pill. Seems a bit excessive, but I'm here for it. Very, very extra. I like that, actually. That's kind of cool. It's like a little carrying case. Like, you just carry this around. What else could
I think that is literally what it's for. So some guy, if he's going out and he's on a date and he's like, it's looking good, I'll take my rhino pill.
put in here? Does anyone have any ideas? What else? I might save this case and use it for something. I don't
That would
know
be
what.
amazing. Do that.
So this is
When you die, put your ashes in it.
pill. Not exactly the most exciting thing, but I liked that case. That case was exciting. So let's open this bad boy up and see what's actually inside. There we go. Okay. Ooh, okay. Oh, all right. We got some powder.
Oh, is he gonna test it?
Wow, very nice.
Wonder if he's gonna test the actual, like, what it is, makeup of it, the compound
See all the
itself.
powder in here. A little bit off-white, a little bit brownish. Let's see if I can smell it.
I was about to
Oh
snort
my
some.
Oh, I forgot to mention there's cinnamon bark in here. Here, you can read. I saw that on here somewhere. It smells like cinnamon. This absolutely smells like cinnamon. Let's make some cinnamon cookies with this. How about that? Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. Wow. Given the fact that I couldn't really find a whole lot of information on all this stuff that's in here, and the fact that they got in trouble by the FDA, first of all, I'm not taking this. Second of all,
Bro, you
doesn't
lie.
mean I can't ask someone else to. Well, it's a couple days later, and none of my friends came through. The first one I asked immediately questioned the safety, and I told him we would just find out together. He didn't seem impressed by that answer. A second one told me they would take it, but whenever I brought it to them in real life, they told me, and I quote, "I'm already on the real stuff, and I don't want that to mess with me." Later, at a comedy bar, I have my bi-monthly
It does say, well, it just says to take with like an hour before you mix them,
residency.
before you mix and
act.
match.
I asked one of the patrons if they would try it and let me film them, and they laughed for 45 minutes straight and then walked around to the entire bar and told every single person that I had just asked them to take a rhino pill and let me film it. I followed up with them the next day. They said they were still considering it. So here we go. For science.
He's doing it.
Mystery pill out of its little container.
You just earned a subscriber, my friend.
Can't believe I'm doing this.
I can. That's what a real man would do.
Well, let's hope that was safe and effective. No, I'm just kidding. It's been about an hour, and I don't feel anything yet. So I guess we'll check back in a little bit here. It's been
Okay, this angle tells us a lot of the story, I feel like.
probably about 4 hours now, and I went to the gym, and I didn't feel any different in the gym at all. I came home, I was super tired, and I took a really long nap, like a 1 hour long nap, and now I'm just reading a book, and it was like this whole experience was just a bunch of nothingness. It does absolutely nothing. This is a scam. This is junk. The ingredients list looked comical to anyone who knows what they're looking at, and anybody who has any training in pharmaceuticals. This is just
man, don't talk
absolute
down to me
junk,
so much.
garbanzo beans. I do not recommend this at all. 0 states out of 10. I mean, I just don't know what else to say about how dumb this is. This is like probably the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh no.
No effect whatsoever.
Next time, try the gorilla pills. Okay. This video came out literally 1 hour ago by Tommy G, and it's called Inside a Hate Group, The Black Israelites. Obviously, I ain't too well equipped to talk about this, but we're going to talk about it from an outsider perspective, because what I know of like groups like the Nation of Islam, when you band together based specifically on race, you're going down the wrong path. Remember what they say. They try and divide and conquer. We must unite to really face off against the invading forces. We are the people. Stand strong.
We want no cowards in our camp, Only men prepared to die.
Dick! Do UPK, right? Yeah! UPK!
This world thinks that we're a cult and that we're crazy and that we're criminals simply because we teach what Jesus Christ taught 2,000 years ago.
In 2024, with access to the internet, if you hate another group because of the color of their skin, you're a fool.
Let's go!
Here's one thing I'll start off by saying. I guess I should have said this in the very beginning, but they obviously, at least in modern day, aren't as bad as literal like KKK members, because they do associate with other races and stuff. They just believe in more of like a in a form of separatism and stuff, which is wrong, obviously, but they aren't like outwardly abusive to other people, I guess. But they can be, and so we won't say all of them are, but we won't say all of them aren't.
Let's go! Let's go! I want 100, let's go! Above your head! I Majib Shabbat! I Majib!
This brother had a shirt, this is IFCPK, and that's called Real Nigga University.
How come we're missing out on the push-ups? Don't you want to get drafted?
Yeah, get down and get some push-ups. Yeah. See, I just told a white man what to do.
Whoa.
Down!
These are the Black Israelites, and they've been designated as a hate group. They hate a lot of different types of people, but they reserve their highest level of hatred for gay people and white people.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. That was just kind of a harsh start. You know what I mean? Just straight up, just like, yep, they hate a lot of people, but mostly white people and gay people. If you're a white gay person, fucking, they really do hate you. But let's keep it going.
They believe that Jewish people are imposters and that they, the Black Israelites, are the true descendants of Israel and thereby the chosen people of God. Furthermore, they believe that when Black Jesus comes back for the rapture, that they will take over the earth and enslave the Caucasians and Asians. Now, they call themselves the Black Israelites, but probably because recruiting numbers were awfully low, they began to include Latinos and Native Americans under their umbrella. To better understand how these guys think and operate, I thought it would be a good idea.
Wait, let's run that back really quick. So,
Israelites, but probably because recruiting numbers were awfully low, they began to include Latinos and Native Americans under their umbrella. To better understand
that is, I mean, because I'm pretty sure what they believe is that Jews are liars who stole the Jewish name and that they are the real Jews. And I don't know. It's a weird concept. So
how these guys think and operate, I thought it would be a good idea to send the whitest guy in my crew, Keegan,
perfect,
to spend 3 days with them in Harlem, New York. What you will see in today's episode will be a combination of me personally meeting this faction of the Black Israelites and fly-in-the-wall footage from Keegan after he embedded with them a couple weeks previously. I'm genuinely perplexed on how people can hate each other in 2024, especially with things like internet access and most of us being able to learn from the ugly parts of human history. So let's unravel this mystery together, and buckle up, folks, because
I think generally the reason hate is formed is because you like come from only knowing hate. Like when all you know is like your group, like you're going to look outward at everybody else as different. And that only leads to hate. Like you need to have kind of like integrated communities and stuff. And like, you know, things come up like poverty and you know, poverty-stricken communities end up being more like more dangerous and having more crime happen, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the people in it are... Let's just keep it going. There's a lot of sociology. Yeah, so there's a lot of sociological things that are happening here.
As this episode gets intense and confrontational.
The white man has gotten so good at just saying stuff and people believe it that he just says shit like, and everybody like
The so-called white man decides to be rich. What will the white man do to be rich? Anything.
I'm about the kingdom of heaven.
You just say I'm above the kingdom of heaven? That's crazy. But I wouldn't do anything to be rich. I would do anything to be sustainable. All I care about is sustainability, and I hope to one day kind of close myself off in a way, but leave the doors open to the community around me, and but have my own little plot of land, and as long as I can just build it with my own hands, then we're all good.
Where black people rule instead of white. And we get to do all the wonderful things that white people did to us, we get to do it to them.
I tell the black man, you the greatest man that ever walked the face of the earth. And God loved you more than he loved the white man. God hates.
Judah, the 12 tribes of Israel. Judah, I'll just say black people. They used to something bad. Benjamin, West Indies. Simeon, is this like Dominican Republic or something?
The white man because of what he did to you.
There is a lot of nonsense going on in the outside world. Your inner mind is your sanctuary, and you must protect it at all costs. One of the ways I do that is by popping in my Raycon earbuds. You pop these in, twist them like so, and it's like you create a force field of peace around you. I listen to podcasts with these, I meditate with these, and they're sweat proof, so I work out with them too. The fantastic noise canceling technology helps me put peace back into my world. And you guys know that I go to crazy places all the time, so I like a headphone that is durable and that can charge on the go. You just pop them right in here, boom, and they're charging. What you can do is click the link and get these earbuds for yourself. In fact, Raycon is so confident that you will love this purchase that they've done a 30-day happiness money-back guarantee, which makes this a risk-free purchase.
Go to buyraycon.com/TommyG to get 20 to 50% off their
Ray
entire
J doesn't
site.
own a
Link is in
this
pinned
company
comment.
anymore.
Now that's a deal. And now, folks, let's get into this episode. It's gonna be a doozy.
Okay, bro, don't act like it's a horror movie.
Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go.
Morning. How are you, brother? Tommy.
Tommy
Yes.
C or Tommy Cooper?
Tommy G.
Tommy
Yes.
G, I'm sorry, Tommy G.
Tommy Cooper might be nice though. We should probably go for that.
So Keegan's not coming today.
Keegan's parking.
He's parked,
I
okay.
can hardly park in New York. It's
Yeah,
hard
I
for me.
know it's hard to park.
Where's Keegan?
Keegan, he's parking.
Okay, how are you?
Tommy.
What's going on?
Nice to meet you.
Outskirts,
Don't
that's
disrupt
fine.
what's currently happening, all right?
All right. Well, I was invited. Yeah.
These are brothers who came out of the world.
Tommy always seems ready for smoke. It's like, well, I was invited. Like, I don't know who that guy was. He might just be some nobody that, you know, is getting a big head already. Maybe they'll beat it out of him today. I'm fine with a little bit of you know, a little bit of tough love. Got to make your men strong. You need an army.
These brothers going through a process where you're purging the old man out of you to become the new man that you want to be. And that does not happen without pain.
Apparently, they've been here since 6 a.m. I admire discipline. I admire dedication. And I admire people that are willing to wake up early and get after it.
This is the first day of Hebrew Academy for the year 2025. This is to help get brothers prepared to strengthen themselves physically, but also to keep them motivated to continue.
Hustle up, let's get back, come on.
What's up, brother? Good to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
How are you?
I'm all right, yourself?
First, I gotta say, your fashion, man, is unbelievably on point right now.
Thank you, I appreciate
Can you describe what you got going on?
Oh, okay, I'm gonna give you this visitor
Yes, visitor
pass. That way
pass.
we don't whip your ass in.
Yeah, I was actually seeing if I could join.
Nah, you can't join.
Why is that?
Because you're not the race that we're allowed to join with.
What race you gotta be?
You got to be one of the 12 tribes of Israel.
Here we go. Okay, here we go. Can I be one? So American blacks, they didn't use the racial epitaph right here. West Indies blacks, Haitians, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Dominicans, Guatemala to Panama, the Mayans. I might be part of that. I don't know where my family comes from. American Indians, I might be part of that. I don't know where my family comes from. Seminole. I didn't see the I. Seminole Indians, and Colombia to Uruguay, the Incans, the Aztecs. Oh, Mexicans. So for sure, that much of South America, definitely. And then Argentina, Chile.
In North Central and South America, they're primarily blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. So if your father's like of Negroid descent, Native Indian descent, Dominican or something like that, then you could join in. But if he's not one of them, you can't join in.
What percent do I gotta have?
Your daddy just gotta be there. It's no percent.
I can't then. My dad's white. Guess my mom's side doesn't count at all. Sucks. That's the complete opposite for real Jews. Like, I don't mean like real, like, I don't mean it that way. I'm just saying, like, they always say the thing of, at least like the super Orthodox ones, you have to be, your mom has to be Jewish for you to be Jewish.
Even Jewish people say that you're Jewish according to your mother, but the Bible says it's according to your father. So like for us, Bob Marley is a white man.
Can you break that down for me?
Because if you ever look up Bob Marley's father, Bob Marley looks like his father in blackface. Because
so
Bob Marley's father is
my mom
white.
could be a beautiful black queen, but if my dad's white, I'm out.
That's right.
I'm gonna need your help reading one of these words, but can you say what that shirt says?
This brother has a shirt. This is ISUPK, and that's called Real Nigga University.
Nice to meet you. I'm Tommy.
How you doing?
How are you?
No problem. Now, a lot of people, of course, the word nigga has always been a derogatory term for black people in America. But this is also an identifying marker for who the children of Israel are in the Bible. When you go to the book of Acts 13, verse 1, they call Barnabas Niger, which is where nigger comes from.
How long did it take for you to acquire your real
nigger
status?
You can answer.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
It took me 90 days.
And what kind of training or certification did you undergo in your quest to become a real
nigger?
I attend class for 90 days, and then that's when I'm born again.
And what made you say, I want to become a real
nigger?
It was nothing out there.
Don't want to seem disrespectful, bro. You're doing it a little too frequently. You're starting to seem a little pressed.
For me to navigate to become and understand who I was and who I am. I looked at the word nigga as a negative term until I found out that it was an identity marker. You know, it's a shocker when you wake up and you find out that you're the descendants of Moses.
Was Moses a real
nigger? Hell yeah.
Was Jesus Christ a real?
The realest nigger.
Was Malcolm X a real?
No.
A real?
No. Malcolm X had a good spirit for brother. Hey, can I get my coffee?
Well, because Malcolm X was part of the Nation of Islam, and then he went to the Middle East and met like real Muslims and was like, "What the fuck? None of this shit I was taught is right." And then he dropped it and was like, this was just a way to fuel our hatred. And he was like, you know, Brother Martin was right. Even though he like beat his wife or whatever the fuck. The principles were there, but the man was not.
Malcolm X was
Hold on. Can I say something? Well, I was expecting your coffee to come straight black. And right now, that coffee has got some Caucasian mixed into it, brother.
This is a vintage.
This is allowed in this school and the real...
Yeah, Real Nigga University. Yeah, we drink coffee. This is oatmeal shaken espresso, vanilla cinnamon foam.
It was vanilla?
Yeah,
Are you
cinnamon
appropriate?
Okay, Tom, you're going a little hard here. I do think I wouldn't say that the drink is like too white. I'd say the drink's kind of girly, bro. You're drinking a milkshake, dog.
Creating my culture right now?
Nah, but coffee can't integrate. The reason why I said Malcolm is not a real one is because Malcolm was trying to join us to the Arabs religion. So Malcolm had the right spirit of brotherhood, but the wrong religion. So he was leading us to Islam. It's like Martin Luther King leading us to Christianity. So we don't like either one of them. Neither one of them are real niggas.
Wait, Martin Luther King?
You love Martin, don't you?
I think he was a good man.
Like I said, I don't think anybody's a great person. I think you can have great principles that you solve. Don't love me, love my ideas. Don't hate me, hate my ideas. Please don't hate me.
Beautiful day in New York. You know, the sun's out. Lots of people zipping around.
This is a special occasion. Go ahead. Martin Luther King. All false apostles that have deceived many. You understand? They deceived so many people that you would think they actually were sent by God, because so many people believed them. It's a sea of people that believe that Martin Luther King was truly a man of God.
I have to say, I hate people that speak like this, because a lot of them, there are people that speak like, I don't know, real preachers and stuff that have a way with words and are able to carry it through like this volume and through like this, like, you know, just heavy flow that they get into. But some people just use it as a way to say a lot of nothing before getting to the actual point. Like he's saying Martin Luther King wasn't right, is basically what he's saying, but he just kept saying it over and over again.
And if you are not careful, you will get caught up in that wave. And the march
and that's why following any one sect is kind of, it only leads to a separation. And it leads to infighting as well, because some people feel that others aren't as virtuous as them. And it leads to hating yourself, you know? Hating your actual brothers.
he had was so magnificent, and the statues of him, and he's on TV every day, they transform themselves into the disciples of Christ, but they're not.
I'm about anyone that wants to unite the people, so that's why I like Malcolm X. If you read
and enslave us to y'all, right?
No. Let me reverse Uno card. You want to enslave us, right?
No.
You don't want white slaves?
This world thinks that we're a cult and that we're crazy and that we're criminals simply because we teach what Jesus Christ taught 2,000 years ago. Nothing else.
I want to see sets of 25. Y'all understand? Do y'all understand? You can't hear me out? I want to hear you. You understand? Sit-ups. Sit up.
Historical slavery is a lot different than chattel slavery in America. And I know that's historic at this point, but that was only 200, 300 years ago. Not that crazy. There's been slavery for thousands of years. And slavery, for most of it, was more classist than racist. You didn't need to enslave a group of people based on their race, because you were just they're weaker than us. They're not as well trained as us. They're not as advanced as our civilization. And that doesn't make it right again, but it was a completely different thing. So I don't know. The Bible, I will say the Bible is fucked. The Bible does say that slavery is okay. The Bible does say that slavery's as long as you don't kill your slave and they don't die as long as they don't die within 2 days or something. They die on that third day, you're good. But as long as they don't die within 2 days, then yeah. That's one thing. And then there's a couple other things. There's some weird stuff in there. But the Bible's also cool with abortion. They're not cool with forced miscarriage. You can't punch a woman in the stomach, or else you will be punished. But it doesn't say anything about abortion.
Sets of 25. Begin. Move. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Sir.
I'm embarrassed by this entire thing.
Colonel Khan, sir.
Man and General Yohana had to be here and see these family men. These are family men. These are good husbands and daddies, wasting their weekend with my cult. They will never be accepted into my cult ever.
Colonel Khan.
Wasting the weekend.
We train brothers to be physically fit, mentally fit, and spiritually fit.
What's the brand of martial arts we're learning right now?
Yad Karab, hand combat. Yad means hand, Karab means combat. Instructor, the brother in the middle with the stick hanging on his side, that's Captain Akkad.
Does he ever whack people with the stick?
If he has to defend himself.
But not like, he doesn't, like if you do a wrong like karate chop, he doesn't whack you or
he
anything?
don't. Nah.
I look at Commander General Yohana as like my grandfather. You know what I'm saying? And he's done so many things. And he's the one that has led my quote-unquote father, which would be Captain Tazariak. I look at Cap as my father. Like you know, if I were to disappoint Cap, right, I feel pain. Like I never felt disappointment or being ashamed of doing something with my mom or my stepfather. But you know, growing up, trying to shape myself into the person I am.
And that's the aspect of this that we were getting to, is that realistically, a lot of people that fall into stuff like this are people that don't have strong families, people that don't respect their mothers, maybe don't have a father, don't have a mother, you know, people that don't have like a strong family unit, because that's where everything starts from. And once you learn about that, you have a stronger connection to community. And the problem is these people are learning about community, but from communities that are only looking like, I don't know. Sometimes people look at they look at the whole too much. Sometimes we have to look at individuals. It's good to look at the betterment of humanity, the betterment of the people. But if you're doing it for like at the stake of individuals that are innocent, like it's not beneficial.
Right now, it's because of Cap, and he learned from Commander Yohana. So, you know, I look at Captain Tazariak as my father and Commander Yohana as my grandfather.
And also, too, I have my
Well, I feel like I just broke through.
You ain't break through shit, man. You just filming. You just a white guy filming.
How come we're missing out on the push-ups? Don't you want to get drafted?
Yeah, get down and get some push-ups. Yeah. See, I just told a white man what to do. Whoa. Down.
Now
you should take a picture. My slave. Get in position.
I'm not doing what Master says.
In the kingdom, when he says I'm not doing what Master says, that's what happens.
So you believe?
And then what happens? Then what? Oh no, I died in heaven. I died in the kingdom of heaven. Now I'm going to hell? Is that worse than being a slave? I think they're probably pretty comparable.
White people are destined to be slaves.
Facts. That's what God said. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must.
What? This is talking about individuals. That's literally like he, not they. An individual who leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. It's not a they. It's talking about any individuals that commit slavery acts, murderous acts.
Be killed with
I've never put anyone in captivity. I've never enslaved anyone.
But your ancestors is why you benefit.
Didn't. Actually, they did.
Where you from?
Poland. I came from the Polish poor farmers in South Dakota that didn't have shit, that came from Poland that didn't have shit, but also I don't believe in collectivism. I don't believe that. That would mean like if one black guy in Pennsylvania did something, I'm in.
Because and they, I don't know, maybe black Israelites are really this lost in history where they'll redirect all of like historical facts, but not all of slaves came from being bought from other like black African countries that owned slaves or whatever. They had their own slaves, obviously, but they obviously took some people too, you know, just to pillage. But they did have slaves in Africa, and there was Ottoman slaves too. White people were enslaved, and it's kind of just I think it, and honestly, that's even true on Earth. I mean, look at it. It's just like cycles continue. There might be a time when white people are slaves. Who knows? That would suck, because nobody should be a slave. I don't want black people to be slaves either.
To be like, oh well, you have to pay for the consequences. Someone that did something 200 years ago.
I don't think you're gonna get through to him, especially as a white man, because as a white man, they're just gonna think that, you know, even you could be born with a silver tongue, but it was, you know, placed on a snake.
Right. Just because you happen to look slightly like them, that is a dumb idea.
Nah. Thank you, Master T. Thank you, Master T. How happy are you right now? Master T. Master T. I don't want to do no more jumping jack. Master T. You feel better? You feel good?
No.
Does that make you feel better when I'm a slave?
No, but when my audience
what does that say
watches,
about
they'll
you
say,
if you want me to be a slave? Master T.
to my audience
Yeah,
or to
Master
your
T.
audience?
Master
To your
T.
audience, I'm not having compassion. To my audience, it's like he's getting prepared to be a good slave.
Master T.
To your audience, who gives a fuck about your audience, bro? It should be about what is the truth. Fuck the audience. What are the facts? What is the nature of being, of humanity? What are we here for? Because yes, in the Bible, if you want to go in terms of Christianity, the Bible talks about that people are, you're here to make yourself worthy of heaven. You are here to prove yourself to God. But thinking that in that preparation you should look down upon anyone goes against the teachings of the Bible. He with judgment shall be judged by the same measure, and whatever, from I forget what book that is. I can quote the Bible too, dog.
For the black Israelites, neither of us technically qualify, but I think we can make an exception. Would you like to join?
Oh, I'm good, thank you.
We could join them and we could be on their side. Otherwise, they're going to enslave us, right? Would you enslave her too?
You're a Latino, right?
Yeah.
No, she's saved.
Oh, so she would be considered a black
Yeah,
Israelite
she's one
too?
of us. Yeah, she's one.
I'm Latina, so that is part black.
Yeah.
He wants to enslave.
She just said that is part black. What?
He wants to slave you?
What do you think about that?
I said God wants to enslave his people for what they did to our people.
No, it's time to forget.
I'm with the lady. It's because we're both Hispanic. We didn't get it as bad though. We were in the house. We were just washing floors.
Every man wants to be like us.
Right.
And every woman wants to be married to us.
Right.
Because we're willing to suffer, to have pain. You are not. You should go home. You should go be with that one measly woman who's willing to be sexually deprived every day because she's married to you, and those children who are future drug addicts and whores. You should go be with them. You shouldn't be out here with my cult.
Do you think you can get my arms as big as yours?
I mean, I don't know. I might. We can see. I don't know. Give me 50. Like he gonna serve. He can serve. It's like he good to serve.
We want no cowards in our camp, only men prepared to die. Ooh. We want no cowards in our camp, only let their colors fly. Ooh. We want no cowards in our camp, only men prepared to die. Go! We want no cowards in our camp, and we let their colors fly. Woo! We want no cowards in our camp, Let's go! Prepared. Let's go! Woo! We want no cowards in our camp, that'll let their colors fly. Woo! We want no cowards in our camp, only men prepared to die. Woo! Let's go! No cowards in our camp, that'll let their colors fly. Woo! We want no cowards in our camp, only men prepared to die. Right!
I don't qualify because of my non-black status. These are the. Do you want to join?
Of course not.
Why not?
Why not? Because I'm the same as
Imagine if she just hit him with the N-word, with the hard R. That would have been crazy. She was just like, why don't I want to join them? Because they're... That would have made me lose it. But nah, she's just like, oh, they're going to kill me.
Yeah. They want to enslave us. That would be restoring it to paradise.
Oh, okay.
Fellas, any interest in joining?
Nah, there's certain things where slavery still plays a part because we're all in the system. I feel like everybody's a number. We live in certain areas where in reality it's segregated. And I personally feel like there is slavery still.
I Majum Shabbat! I Majum! Snap to it! Oh, God. Push up position. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You guys have been labeled as a hate group.
Yes, we have.
Y'all see that dude up in the ground?
You guys have been labeled as a hate group.
Yes, we have.
Are you a hate group?
It depends on who you ask, because we love blacks, Latinos, Haitians, Dominicans, Mexicans, Guatemalans, Panamanians.
Do you hate white people?
God hates white people.
Do you hate white people?
Where does it say in the Bible that God hates white people? You're using the one thing about he, again, not even a collective like phrasing, that he who leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, is just like an individual thing. And it's just so dumb.
I can only hate white people because God hates white people.
So you do through the shield of God?
I do through my father. Like, I hate what my father hates.
Sir?
That's dumb too. You should take into consideration the way your father thinks, but you should be able to make the decision on your own. I don't just hate who my father hates. I hate them because they're a terrible person. You know what I mean? That's the way you have to deal with it. You hate with them. You have hate for them because of the actions that they have, done, by the way that they act, the way that they talk, things like that.
Would you say you hate whites?
What I hate is the crimes that were committed against blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's what I hate.
Do you hope that I'm enslaved one day?
Well, the Bible says that, the nations that, came up against the nation of Israel will have to serve out their punishment in due time. But
I mean, to be fair though, guys, you live in America, and America sides with Israel right now, so I think we're fine.
The Lord will make that determination.
How would you diagnose the current state of black America right now?
We got work to do, of course, you know what I'm saying? And that's why we out here. Commander General Yohana gave us the mission to go out here and bring our brothers and sisters out of this hell that we live in called America. As long as we do that, we got work to do.
If you could broadcast a message to every black man in America, what would you tell them?
To have brotherhood and sisterhood, come back to the laws of God, keep the commandments. That's what I would tell them.
Are you guys segregationists?
Segregationists, yeah. Why not?
Has that ever played out poorly in history, would you say?
White people are segregationists.
I'm not. I'm just not.
I literally don't know one white person that wants segregation. Here's the truth. In 2024, with access to the internet, if you hate another group because of the color of their skin, you're a fool. Sorry.
And what's the reason? It's not the color of their skin, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it is. You're saying it's based on the nature of their being.
It's their actions. It's what they do. If it was color of the skin, you heard me earlier say Bob Marley is white. You heard me earlier say we don't like Africans either for the very reason. When somebody commits crimes, you don't think about their color. You think about what they did.
I didn't even think about that more. I was too busy thinking about myself, wondering if I would be in part of the club. But I guess there weren't a lot of African countries on there. Huh. Only Niger?
Keegan, let me ask you something. In the 48 hours you've been around, have you been mistreated?
No.
Did we feed you?
Oh, yeah.
Did you get some water?
Yeah.
We gave him some water. Right. We gave him some food. He came around. He gonna go home to his family. One white man came into a black church and nobody went home to their family. We are the most compassionate people on earth. And don't get it twisted. Keegan, I still want to see your nation burn. We gotta take care of us before we take care of someone else.
My question would be is,
That was the most retarded thing I've ever heard. Sorry to use a word like that, but come on, man.
Why do white people feel the need to be loved by black people?
I would say unity for.
I think everybody has the need to be loved by everyone. To be hated for not for. To be hated. To be hating like hated to be. I don't even know. I'm just fucking lost. To have hate be pushed upon you because of the actions of people that you have nothing to do with. Like, yeah, here's the thing. If I was around during the time of during slavery, I might have owned slaves because we lived at that time. If you were a white person at that time, you probably would. If I lived in, I don't know, because I'm half Mexican, so who knows what would happen. But like, it's one of those things where if you lived in that time, that is kind of probably the thing that would have happened. But you have to hope that, like, moralistically, you know where your heart stands and like the truth of what you would believe. I don't think that I would be like somebody like, you know, killing people, killing my slaves. But if I lived at a time when there was slavery, who knows? That's kind of the way that it happens, the way the cookie crumbles. If I was a black man at the time, I definitely would have been a slave. And that sucks, and that's terrible. And it's great that we live in a time where that isn't the case. But that's why we need to keep moving forward instead of worrying about what's going to happen when we all die. Because what happened before slavery? Those people who didn't go? What then? I'm just like, I'm confused.
For everyone, I think we should all love each other. Every American, every human on earth, we should love each other. I think that's a pretty good goal.
If I loved you, how would it even really improve the average black person?
Listen, I'm not the one standing in Times Square yelling they hate white people, so that's why I'm asking about it.
If we scream love, how would it help?
The world would be a better place if we loved each other more.
Hey, I did want you to ask my general, my leader, if you had a couple questions.
Yes. Hello, General.
If I could, this is Commander Jenny Hanna. This is the leader of ISUBK, the organization that I'm in. This is Tommy that came to do a documentary, and of course I wanted to bring him to you, sir, to ask you a couple questions. I don't know what he's gonna ask you, but I just
it's all fine. It's all good.
What's your mission? What are you about?
I'm about the kingdom of heaven, where black people rule instead of white, and we get to do all the wonderful things that white people did to.
It's just such like a simplistic, childish view. Like the way that you just haven't done any critical thinking is just what bugs me. And like, I'm getting like kind of frustrated because I just love people so much, and I want people to prosper, and I want people to succeed. And going forward with any type of hate in your heart is it's a fool's game. It's you're just gonna end up in a worse place for it.
To us, we get to do it to them.
Such as?
You tell me. What have white people done to black people?
Oh, what time period are we talking?
Any time period.
Recently?
Any time period.
Yeah, I gave a guy like a handshake and a hug yesterday, so maybe that qualifies?
Could qualify, possibly. What else? Let's talk about the bad things that you did, though.
Are we talking about slavery?
Oh, are you talking about slavery? Are you mentioning slavery as one thing?
I feel like that's a key subject around here.
I agree with you. Slavery is one. You gobbled up the world, and we seek Christ's kingdom for a day that our roles reverse. The scriptures say this, that let the saints sing aloud on their bed with a two-edged sword in their hand to bring their kings into fetters of iron. So we seek the day that the changing of the guard comes.
See, we seek the Lord for our revenge. Right. People harm us and do evil things to us, that happens. But we know how to get them back. We know just how to get revenge on people. And in the UPK, we believe in revenge. We believe in revenge. We believe in justice. The difference is we know how to actually get it done.
There was a movie, 12 Years a Slave, but it sounds like you're asking for 2,000 years a slave.
Well, I'm asking for whatever God wants. And God wants you to serve twice what we serve.
You honestly believe that God wants slavery?
Can I show it to you?
Sure.
And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people."
And you're familiar with the Bible, right? So you know this is John the Revelator seeing a vision. And God is giving him a message. And he's saying for God's people to come out of her. You know who the her is? The her is the whore of Babylon. The empire that brought in all the Babylonian witchcraft of the ancient Babylonian empire. That empire is America. and the European world.
Ye may not be partakers of her sins.
See what God said? We got to not be partakers of your sins. Like, you see how
Where does it say your?
Partakers of her sins.
And her sins
is the daughter of Babylon.
Right. And that you're connecting to white people somehow.
Oh, absolutely.
Even though this was written 2,000 years before America became
That's the
real.
beauty of prophecy.
And that you receive not of her plague.
And that you receive not of her plague. Meaning this daughter of Babylon, this her that he's talking about, is about to be plagued horribly in this earth.
For her sins have reached unto heaven.
Because her sins, the evils that have been done by this empire, called her in Revelation, have reached all the way to heaven.
Wasn't the whole thing about the story of Revelation that it was written as a story? John, the whole prophecy thing didn't actually happen, and it was more of a metaphorical thing written for some. Maybe I'm thinking of a different book in the Bible, but I'm like.
Meaning God sees them and God is angry at them and God wants to do something about them.
And God had remembered her iniquities.
And he's remembered all the things that she's done over time.
Reward her even as she rewarded you.
This is important. He said reward her, the her, even as she rewarded you. How did she reward us? She rewarded us with what you brought out. One thing was slavery.
You believe that's a reward?
That's why he's saying reward her even as she rewarded you.
It says, and double unto her, double according to her works.
According to her works, give her twice as much.
I think if you were to look at that text,
right,
it sounds like if someone gave you and rewarded you with something, to be more generous, twice as generous with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very positive, nice, community-driven quote. And instead, you guys, I would say you guys are very similar to the Ku Klux Klan, which is you've taken obscure texts and warped them into ways that create hate.
What seminary school did you go to?
The School of Rationality.
See.
To be fair, I did go through a whole. I mean, what fucking seminary school did you go to, bro? One that you made up? I didn't go to a seminary school, but I did go through all my catechism. I went to Saturday school, did a whole bunch of shit for Catholicism, and I made it out without getting molested. So, you know, I know a thing or two, but the one thing that I always took from the Bible is that a lot of people will take it and will use it for their own ill gains. That was like a main part of like the whole thing.
That's the problem. That's the problem. Because I went to the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge and received my PhD in the knowledge of the truth. See, that's the problem with the white. Listen, the white man. I went to the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge and received my PhD in the knowledge of the truth. See, that's the problem with the white. Listen, the white man has gotten so good at just saying stuff and people believe it.
Is this what he said?
Received my PhD. I went to the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. And
Universal Practical Knowledge. Okay, let's see what this is. What the fuck? Is an American nonprofit organization and black supremacist extremist religious sect based in Upper Darby, Pennsylvania. The group is part of the Black Hebrew Israelite movement, which regards black people as descendant of the 12 tribes of Israel. It's just like the fact that like go talk to other fucking people. Like go talk to other people that aren't just fucking gonna listen to you and jerk you off the whole fucking time. Like I swear to God, when you go out and you actually have critical thought, like put at you, yeah, sometimes it feels abrasive. Sometimes it feels like, oh, you're just trying to sow deceit into my community. But it's like why can't you defend it rationally? How come you can't just fucking defend it rationally then? You're using it and misconstruing these points that are meant to be vague for the purpose of withstanding time. The whole point of the Bible being vague is it's not meant to point to any one thing. They're doing it in generalities to withstand the test of time and actually make sense to modern people. That's why you don't say, and that's why a lot of it still doesn't make any sense, because of how fucking many years it's been since it was written. And it took even so many years after it was written to even be collected and decide, this one should go in, this one should. Do you guys read the Dead Sea Scrolls? Do you guys read all the Book of Enoch? Which ones do you believe in? Which ones don't you? Because it seems like you care about the Book of Revelations and you care about the Christian Bible for some reason, but then the Christian Bible was created by the Romans. It was collected by the Romans, and the ones that killed Jesus. So you want to like what the fuck are you even like? I'm sorry, I'm getting actually like heated about it.
See my PhD in the knowledge of the truth. See, that's the problem with the white. Listen, the white man has gotten so good at just saying stuff and people believe it that he just says shit like, and everybody like.
Who came up with this interpretation?
Who came up with this? Great scholars who
before you.
Oh, before me. I did everything you hear me say. I created none.
Here's the thing: talking about books and talking about scholars and even in talking about like philosophy or anything, it all starts with ideas. You can't have talking about your credentials mean almost nothing. Like credentials only matter so much as getting a job, because unless you're actually like a well-versed person in any like subject, it just doesn't matter because you can get a degree while being a dumbass.
This is not created by me.
Would you say you're a happy man?
I would say that I cannot stop being happy. There's nothing greater than to have your eyes open to the real world that you live in. It's not a personal thing with you. I don't know you. I don't hate you because you're white. I don't look at you like, oh, he's a white man. I don't look at any of that. But
you do. But that's the thing is you do. You somehow associate, and the thing is he didn't even explain it right when he was asking him the questions before, because he's saying that the whole principle is that it goes back to a prophecy fulfilled through what did he say, the mother of Babylon or the daughter of Babylon or whatever, and somehow that in the book of Revelations, which only talks really about the end times. The only part I remember it talking about heaven is because my family wanted to read Revelations once, and I remember it talked about the one part about heaven, and I found this to be really odd and kind of stupid, is that heaven opened up, and when it opened up, it was just people standing around the like tabernacle or whatever, and were praising in glory to God who was standing above them. And that was all it was. And basically that was the idea of what heaven is heaven is just sitting in praise all day. And it's like, that doesn't sound very fun. But I guess if you are of holy mind and like a monk and all you care about is peace, that is the most peaceful. You never get hungry, you never get tired. All you do is pray and meditate on it. And I don't think any of us have gotten to that point. So if we're going based on the Christian text, as an Israelite for some reason, because even in that, like, Jesus never talked about follow me above God. He said follow God. He was trying to preach the ways of Judaism.
Your people have committed crime. I mean, global crimes. And here's the thing. Our people have been taught that even though you've done these crimes, we should think, like you said, practical, not think how God said. You should be punished, shouldn't you? No. For the things, I mean your people, for the things that your people have done, shouldn't they be punished for?
No.
I don't believe in collective guilt from 200 years ago.
You don't believe in collective guilt?
It's a terrible idea, and if you look at it in practice and history, it's a very bad idea.
But like that's my question though, is you want to say this, and you want to say that they should be punished. Should your ancestors be punished if your ancestors were the ones that sold them to the Europeans? Like sold them to the Americans in the coastal slave trade. Like should you be punished for that? And of course, again, it's not all of them, but it wasn't all whites that owned slaves. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't every single person. So if you want to be like every individual that did it, want to go historically and find every person that had slavery in their history. But then how long are we going for? Because some people did have slaves passed down for them, like, you know, passed down in that, but if it was only one lifetime, I mean, in the grand scheme of eternity, it seems like that's kind of a, like, not a interesting point. Be like, okay, sure. Even if I do have to for 200 years, let's say that's true. If I have to live for all of my ancestors ill whatever, but I get an eternity of life, hey man, that's just a percentage. Cool. But it just still
say
feels
it's a
like
bad idea.
You're harboring too much frustration for the things that happened to your ancestors rather than fostering a positive community that benefits those with you now. Because what are you doing for your community? Do you guys have housing projects to, you know, for your people to live in? Because that would be pretty sick.
Idea.
They do it in North Korea. I don't know if you want to move there, but it's pretty bad.
Let's say it's a bad idea. Is it just?
No.
What's wrong with punishing a man for
something
what he
you
did?
didn't do? I'm going to punish you because someone.
Well, that's the thing. Punish them. Based on what the Bible said, that would make sense. If they were a slave owner and they go to hell, by this time they probably dealt with it. And they're probably in heaven now. You know what I mean? That's what the Muslims believe, I think, is that you have to face as many acts as you committed or whatever, which would kind of make sense. I mean, sure, that doesn't seem necessarily that bad considering an eternity of heaven.
Your family did it. That's a bad idea, isn't it?
You just did it the other day. You just locked up some guy.
Who's me? I didn't lock up
meaning your
anybody.
people. You're a part of your people, aren't you? You are
It's
an
not
American,
like
aren't
that.
It's not even like that now. What are you talking about? There's black prosecutors, black judges, black senators. There was a black president. Like, to act like it's a white America at this point is like it's just a faulty way of thinking. And it'll only lead to you feeling like, you know, you're never going to get a leg up.
No.
It's not
But
like
dead ass, you got so many people, bro. Go just buy some properties. Start buying up properties and have your soldiers build. Be like, hey, now you guys are construction workers. You're hired. You're all construction workers now. We're building these centers. Start doing it.
not really American, or
no, I'm a total American. I love America.
Okay.
But it's not like all white people are on some similar page of like, what are we doing next today? Like, why are you so obsessed with punishing a white guy?
You know why?
Why not just live your whole life?
You know why?
best?
You know why?
Yeah.
Because I lived my whole life watching white people punish black people. I spent my entire life watching all of my friends be drugged.
That's the thing, is he's an older guy, and I understand that frustration. I understand that, but to look then to look then at like a white baby, and to think like you're gonna deserve to be my slave in heaven is like a crazy thought, bro. Because it shows that you're no better than the people that looked at the black babies and said the same thing. Like it just shows that you're no better, and that sucks.
Dragged out of cars, beat up by cops, assaulted by white cops, murdered. Show me a black area where there's no white people.
I mean, Milwaukee. Milwaukee's one of the most segregated cities in the country. Yeah.
When you go to the black side of Milwaukee, who owns the real estate there?
Mostly like Indian and Arab guys.
Indian and Arab guys.
Yeah.
So not black people.
Hey, but those are fucking. Are those not part of the Nation of Islam though? Or am I just wrong? Was that not one of the members, or was the Indies? Huh. Let me look up Nation of Islam. Because yeah, it was the Indies, huh? That seems weird though. So are Indians white people? Are Asians white people?
It's the black people, but they don't own all of it.
Correct.
Who owns the utility?
We Energies, the utility company.
Which is who?
I wouldn't say that's white people.
No, you wouldn't. If you want to be rich, you cannot decide to be rich like our oppressor, the so-called white man, decides to be rich. What will the white man do to be rich? Anything. He has no morals. He has no code of conduct. The ends justify the means when it comes to the so-called white man. He'll poison the entire planet Earth. He'll make Facebook addictive simply so that he can make more money.
Why don't you start a company?
Here's the amazing part about starting a company.
Yeah, anyone can do it. Literally anyone around the world can come to America and start
starting a black company is a beautiful thing.
Yes.
Here's the problem with it. Your people, being the monsters that they are, will destroy it.
You feel like you're kind of using some excuses to not just advance your own life?
I'm using the recent history.
But there's black-owned companies. There's whole industries built on the backs of, you know, black men and women, and that's beautiful. It's beautiful to live in a country like that.
How many black millionaires that are doing really good for themselves?
There are black billionaires in America. Can they help black people? What happened to Kanye West?
Because he spoke out against Jewish people.
So you can help black people if you shut your goddamn mouth. Is that what you're saying?
When you spread hate, you're not helping anybody. What was he doing before that?
See, I thought we was equal, see?
We are.
I thought it was equality, you know what I mean?
I think we're in agreement, and most people on the planet are, that what black Americans went through in slavery, and slavery all around the world, was an abomination, one of the worst things that humans have ever done to each other. But where we differ is I happen to believe it shouldn't be repeated.
But you do believe it should be fixed, correct?
Of course,
Now,
I feel like it has been. Yeah.
Well, you believe it has been fixed. We don't. Now, here's the thing. If that's the case, no problem. Why not give us, the slaves, the choice? What if you turned around and said, you know what? We'll give you the portion of the United States that you built and worked for percentage-wise, and we'll let you start your nation. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about black people saying, you know what? We want 5 states in the United States to make our own country. Would that be wrong?
Should we just divide by population? The Chinese are 3% of the United States. You guys get
the Chinese didn't suffer slavery like
the Chinese. I mean, all the Asian people were in internment camps and stuff in America because they were afraid they were like Japanese spies and shit. And then that's just such a.
Us, don't mix us with the Chinese. The Chinese didn't have chains on them and brought over here in cargo ships. See? That's a white man thing.
There's a possibility that we might have a second black president in a couple of months. What do you think about that?
I didn't know there was a black president on the ballot. Who are you talking about?
Some might say Kamala Harris would be the.
Some might say that. What does Black America say?
What does black?
But her dad's fucking Jamaican. You said that it doesn't matter what the mom is. Her dad's fucking Jamaican, right?
Black America says that Kamala Harris's mother is an East Indian.
No, yeah, but you just said.
Kamala Harris's father's father is a white slave owner.
That's right. Oh my God. What was he? His dad's dad was white.
Kamala Harris's father, who's a Marxist.
A lot of these dudes look light skinned. I want to look at their fucking ancestry real quick. Because you know what the worst part might be is you guys could have been the worst part is what about all the men, all the black men in America, right? All those black men in America that are the ancestors of slaves that were, you know, taken advantage of by slave owners. That's a lot of people. Look at fucking how many black Americans are. That whole joke from the Key and Peele sketch about how many people are related to Thomas Jefferson. Like, they're gonna have to deal with what their father did, what their father's father did. Like, that shit's stupid.
And a communist is who taught Kamala Harris. If you're going to put a black person in the White House, don't shame us by giving us somebody who's really of another identity and just has dark skin. Barack Obama was another example.
But we thought Obama was going to be Jesus. And when Obama got in office, he legalized same-sex marriage. Now all you see is gays just running around when every gay person has been molested. And that's what made them gay. Nobody is born gay. Life makes you gay. The pressure that does that makes you.
It can. But like, bro. This shit is just so stupid.
Gay.
I can't.
You don't believe me? Saucy Santana just came out with a book. Now, Saucy Santana is a gay rapper, a popular gay rapper. And then he wrote his book that said he was passed around from house to house by his cousins. And that's what made him gay.
Barack Obama was not black?
Hold on a second. Barack Obama was definitely not black. His mother was white and his father was from Africa. an African nation, by the way.
Barack Obama was not black.
You know what it means?
And that's what I mean. Is it's just such like a fucking. So, but who are the? But how did the Nation of Islam? All slaves. Let's look up. What countries in Africa were involved in the transatlantic slave trade? Senegal, Gambia, Guinea-Bissau, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Ivory Coast, Ghana, Benin, Togo, Nigeria, Cameroon, Gabon, Congo, Angola, and parts of Mozambique. So Niger isn't even included in that. What the fuck?
It means to be black.
What does it mean to be black?
It means that you are part of the slaves who came over here on cargo slave ships.
And how are they? But like, that's what I mean. Is how is that associated with the Jews, with the original Jews? I just don't see where the fucking just the disconnect in his brain. It's just
were put into slavery, came out of slavery. You understand? Came out of slavery, and then turned around and began to be a part of society. We don't consider some dark-skinned person from India or from somewhere else to be black.
I don't want to take up too much of your time, General. One more question. If you could broadcast a message to every black man in America, what would you say?
Separate from white people quickly, because they're going to drag you into the
unless you're African, that you're not really black. Unless you're specifically part of the subset, because that's what I mean too. Is like, oh my God, it's just all
Third World War and destroy your lives further.
Would you recommend any black people join the military?
I would recommend that all blacks and Latinos leave the military. We fought in all of your war. Have we even gotten a level playing field in which to prosper on? We have not. So why should we now go and die in another war, and the greatest of wars, for you to acquire more land, for you to steal the Palestinians' oil, for you to steal Lebanon's oil? Why should we die for that?
Hey, Daddy, can we start another war and take Yemen, please? Okay, thank you. All right, I'll see you for crumpets this afternoon. All right, goodbye.
Like, why should we die
don't
for
season
that?
the chicken when I get home for dinner, Dad. All right, bye-bye.
It was good talking to you.
Pleasure. Honestly, to be invited here and hang out with you guys, I think you guys are fascinating. I like the organization. I think the discipline, the exercise, the togetherness, I think I'm a really big fan of. The whole, enslaving white people part.
I'm just gonna say this too. They're all about physical fitness, and I bet Unc can't do a single sit up or push up.
I feel like if you forgot that, I feel like you'd get a lot more members, and that you'd be a very powerful movement.
For all that's done to black people by white people over the years, could you really respect us if we loved the people that did all this to us?
You know how I think the biggest fuck you could give to white people if you feel that way? Is to fucking go out, start a ton of businesses, acquire real estate together, acquire assets, acquire corporations, build it, and then you'll have true power.
How do you know we haven't done that already?
Do you?
Have we?
I would guess because...
We would never tell a white man.
I would tell, what do you mean? I would tell most people don't. Okay.
And it's just like this, I hate that too. The whole every time he says something, he has to do the, like a little kid, do the ha 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 ha, look at his friends. Yeah, dap me up now. Stand with veracity, stand with purpose, speak with intent.
The cool thing about this life is you can choose what to believe in, you can choose what to invest your time in, and I think people are fascinating. We have all sorts of beliefs around the world, and this is one of them. This was a look inside the Black Israelites. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.
We want no cows in a camp, and we let them kill us. We want no cows in a camp,
That was that one. That was that. Goddamn. I had a lot to say. Also, that dude totally got this wrong. I'm looking at this quote right now, and the Barnabas wasn't black. Simeon was black. Or maybe I misheard him. Because, yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at it, and it's just like, if you're using the context of the Bible, Niger is the Latin word for black, so you could just say that it's referring to his dark complexion, meaning he's of African descent. But then you would say all Africans then. But why the fuck what does Simon have to do with Simon Niger? In the church at Antioch were prophets and teachers. I'm just like, the whole thing is just fucking so, like, actually burned my brain a little bit. Let's watch something a little more calming. Jesus Christ. Okay. All people deserve love, compassion, humanity. Let's continue. This came out 2 months ago from Midwest Safety. It's called Woman Commits a Sex Crime at a Movie Theater. And, yeah.
When a woman is caught pleasing herself after hours in a movie theater, officers deal with much more than they bargained for.
Is she talking to you?
She wasn't.
Oh, she was?
No, she wasn't.
Oh, okay. Ma'am, you gotta go. They don't want you here. You gotta go. You gotta go. You need an ambulance? Are you all right? What?
It's not your house.
Can I get an ambulance here for the female? She's just, I don't know, moaning. Ma'am, do you have a name? Can I get your name?
Is she doing it right now?
Do you know where you are right now? Okay, do you know how you got here? How are you? Where?
I'm so confused as to why there's still drinks and stuff in the... It's after hours? Like they closed? There's still trash on the floor. They didn't clean up the theater?
Where are you going? Where are you trying to get to? Okay. Where is home?
Do you have an ID on you?
Excuse me, I'm gonna go.
Well, where's home? Because right now we need to make sure that you get the help you need.
I'm fine. Excuse
Well,
me.
I need you to tell me where you live and who you are before I can let you go. Because I need to make sure that you can take care of yourself.
I'm very well careful. Please don't touch me. Please don't touch me.
I'm not trying to
Please don't
touch you.
me.
I'm not trying to touch you, but I'm going to go right here because we're going to wait until the
If we can
paramedics
go,
come.
I don't need a paramedic.
We just want you to talk to them
don't
really
need a
quick,
paramedic.
just to make sure that you're okay.
I'm about to, let me call the real police then.
I am the real police. You can call them. That's fine.
Please don't touch me.
I'm not trying to touch you.
Lifting your arm up as if you want to stop me physically.
I do because I
not
need to
touch
make sure
me.
that you're safe.
I am safe. I'm a grown-ass woman, and I'm in my husband's theater.
Your husband's theater?
Who owns this theater?
I don't know, the Marcus family?
Oh, yeah, right. Excuse
Okay.
me.
Do you even
The hell?
know where you are?
Excuse me.
Do you know what city you're in?
Excuse me.
Okay. We gotta wait.
Do not touch me.
Then don't walk into me.
Do not touch me. You're standing in front of me. Do not touch me. Or you in this entire law, fake ass law uniform will
What?
be jobless tomorrow. Do not touch me. Let me walk to where the light is.
Well, I need to
Or you
know
can go talk
who
to
you are
him.
and make
You don't
sure
need
that
to
you're
know
fine.
anything. You know what? Do not.
She was about to say, you know who I am. We really don't. Well, we do. You're the wife of the owner. So, okay, we can get the information through him.
Because you're
Touch
pleasing
me.
yourself. We're gonna
Do
wait.
not touch me.
I need to know.
Oh, Said she was pleasing herself. Yep, she going to jail. They already know.
Know who you are.
You don't need to know anything.
Because they don't want you on this property anymore.
I will leave this property. Why wait until I leave and tell me I have to leave?
But you will be trespassed from the property. So I need to know who you are. Yes.
That makes no sense. Wouldn't it be trespassing if I come back to the property?
Yes.
So I can leave and never come back. No, you don't.
They need to know who you are to know if you come back or not. Simple as that.
Yes, I do.
Excuse me, sir. Can we speak out here where the light is?
You're directly under a light, actually. I mean, there's like a full, like you're fully lit up right here. I guess her eyelashes are shading her eyes. She can't really tell.
That's
or
fine.
you want to talk in a dark alley like a weirdo?
We could talk over here. I'm just happy that you want to talk with me this time.
I don't want to talk with you. You tried to force me to talk with you yesterday, and I didn't want to.
She's tripping.
No, and I get it.
Why
and I let
do you
you
Oh,
want
go.
to talk to me?
Oh, he did talk to her yesterday. What the fuck? Now I'm even more confused. Did he not get her ID then too?
So bad.
Because now, this is the second time we've been out here.
Where were we yesterday?
You hear the movie is done. Everyone has
Where
left.
were we yesterday?
We were over at the Applebee's.
And what was the Applebee's complaint?
They
Nothing
complained
at
here.
all.
They complained here because you're doing the same exact thing.
What am I doing?
She did it at an Applebee's? I mean, the half apps are good, but like, come on.
You hear past the movie. Everyone's gone. It's
Okay.
done. You're here by
And I'll
yourself.
leave
You're
now.
pleasing
I'm
yourself
not here
in the
by
movie
myself,
theater.
and I'm not pleasing
Okay.
myself.
Yes, you were.
Who saw
It's
me
all on
pleasing
body
myself?
camera. I did.
Oh,
She did.
so you're recording photography? Is that something?
So you're
You
saying that you're
often?
recording.
Arizona follows a careful and thorough process to count its election results.
You got yourself into a pickle here because he can only be recording pornography if you were doing it. And if you were doing it, that's a crime. And I don't think anything that he gets on camera is illegal, really.
My body camera?
No. Why are you recording me without my permission?
Because I have to deal with you.
No, you don't have to do anything. You want to deal with me. That's why you harassed me
I
yesterday.
don't want to deal with you.
So go up there and talk to the person I was with.
I did.
And what did they say?
They said they want you trespassed.
Who was I with?
You're with management.
No, I
They wanted
weren't.
you
No, I
gone.
weren't.
Okay.
No, I weren't.
Okay. I need your ID.
I don't have an ID.
Okay. I need your name.
You don't need to know my name.
I do, because you can go to jail if you don't. So here's
Take me to jail.
here's the
Take me
options
to
here.
jail. I
Here's the
wanna go to
options
jail.
here.
Arrest me.
Okay.
She's like getting off so easy right now. They want your name so they can trespass you. You're not getting in any trouble. If you don't comply, you've committed a sex crime. They're going to charge you with public indecency because even though there was nobody there, the management saw it. So they can, like you're fucking stupid.
I need to make sure that you're able to care for yourself.
Beautiful ass bracelet that my
I
husband
need to make
got.
sure that you're able to care for yourself.
So arrest me. I
Okay,
wanna
because
go to
last
jail.
time you wouldn't talk to me.
I want to go
didn't
to
know
jail.
if
Take me to
you
jail.
want to go to jail.
What is your name? What is your name? Daniel who?
It's just Danny. He's the manager.
He's just Danny, but he got a job here.
He does.
So Danny, no last name. Works
I'm
here.
Alex. What's your name?
Don't worry, you know my name, don't you?
I don't know you. That's what we need to. We just want to make sure that you're
I'm
okay.
fine. I'm a
If you
well-grown
answer my
woman saying
questions
that I'm.
appropriately.
It's just such a stupid, like, some people are so childish and have never, like, used more than a third of their brain. Like, I swear, people will be like, I'm a grown-up, I can care for my... You know how many times there are grown adults pissing on themselves and falling over? Like, it happens all day, every day. But you want to act like, oh, I'm an adult, I can take care of myself.
You can leave out of here.
So
you won't be
who's
arrested.
going to arrest me?
Nothing's going to happen.
What questions do you need to know? I said
I
I'm
need to know
fine
your
and I'm
name.
going home.
I need to know your name so that I know that you know your name. What's your name?
Am I?
I'm asking you. I mean, I just told you my name. Can you tell me your name? I'm
It's
Alex.
T.
Stone. What is it?
What's his name?
What's your name? You talk
This
to me.
is the person that
So-
called you, right?
Yeah.
So
Because he
what's
was
his
concerned that
name?
you were not acting normal and you weren't leaving
What's
the theater when
normal?
it's
What is
appropriate.
normal?
You were supposed to leave the theater when the movie's done. You were still there. They asked you nicely to leave. You didn't want to leave. So that's trespassing.
When did they ask me nicely to leave? This is the first time hearing of this. I was
Okay, well, I'm just informing you
still,
now. So
I
now
was
you
still
understand.
marinating on the movie
Now
that
you
seemed like it had
understand
something
why
to do with
we're
my
here.
life.
Okay.
I just enjoyed the movie, that's all.
Okay, we just want to make sure you're okay.
I watched Scream. It's March 12th, past midnight.
Okay.
But my name you know already, and I don't even know his name so that he no longer is a manager here, and you as well.
What's your husband's name?
My husband's name is. Does that, am I fake married?
Okay. Is your husband here today?
He is. But he's still in the movie theater.
Okay. There's nobody in the theater.
Okay.
If I'm wondering if her husband's like some cashier or something, and she's like, my husband works here. He's the owner. Some dude's fake fronting to her. Told her he owned this theater.
Did you go home?
Maybe.
Where do you live?
I live close
If he left you, bro, that's hilarious.
by, enough to call a lift and make it home like I'm about to do when I did yesterday when he called a whole entourage. For what?
Okay. Because see, if you don't answer the questions appropriately with the answers we expect, we kind of assume that
So
you're
how
kind
do
of
you
altered.
just have expectations of a person? I don't know you. You don't know me. How do you expect?
I hate people. I really just, some people bug me. Use your brain. Be smarter with your, like, how hard is it to just give up your name? Who gives a shit if people know your name? Really?
You say anything. You don't know what's
If
going to
I
come out of my
ask you
mouth.
your name, you're just, I'm so-and-so. Whatever it is your name is. Why are you giving me such a difficult time? We're just trying to make
Because
sure
I'm
that you're
not-
mentally
I said I'm mentally
aware of your
fine and I'm
situation, what's
okay.
going on.
What is the situation?
You're trespassing in the movie theater, and we're just asking you politely to leave. but
And
you
I'm
keep-
leaving.
You keep giving us a circle thing. We
I'm
just want to make sure you're going to be
did
okay.
I
If you
just
leave
said
out
that
of
I'm
here
leaving.
and something happens, you run across Randall Road and get hit by a car because you're not
Then you'll
acting
be
rational.
right here and ready to cross the street and.
See what I'm saying? We just want to make sure you're going to be okay. And you're
I'm
telling me that
fine.
your husband's here, but
And that's such like a childish attitude too, to be like, if I got hit by a car, you guys are right here to help me, right? That's what you're here for, right? Well, we would hope that they would prevent it before you go and run out into traffic.
he is not.
Okay. I'm
Okay?
fine.
So
He
that's
probably-
not normal. You're
Okay.
hallucinating somebody was here or somebody left and you didn't realize that.
That's a big word.
Okay? That's what we're trying to figure out. If everything's okay
Hallucinating
or
means what?
why do you have to
You don't know what hallucinating is. I'm starting to think you are tripping.
What is hallucinating?
What's it?
What is hallucinating? What's the definition?
You're thinking that something's there but is not.
And that's
said
what
that you were
well,
in the
can you
theater with your
hallucinate
husband.
when I leave off the door, please?
You're saying that you were here with your
She like completely just plastered drunk. I am so confused because she's speaking pretty clearly, but every answer that she's giving is like actually making my brain hurt.
your husband, and he is not.
Who is not?
Your husband.
What? Who is he?
Whoever you said you were with. You want to go to the hospital and figure something out?
Do I look like I want to go to the hospital?
I know you don't.
I don't
Okay.
need medical attention. When you in the hospital, don't you get
That you're not
to
answering
sign out by
questions
yourself?
appropriately. That's
What is
I'm saying.
appropriate?
Your
Who-
name.
Appropriate
I've
to
asked you
who?
your name. Sir.
What did she
Sign
just
out by
questions
yourself?
appropriately. That's
What is
I'm saying.
appropriate?
Your
Who's
name.
Appropriate to
I've asked
who?
you your name several times. You keep refusing. That's not appropriate.
Are you a police officer?
No, but I'm just trying to get
Then I don't
random
have to tell you
information.
anything. I don't have to tell you my first name. I spoke. I told you my name. I told you what day it is. I told you
Okay.
what movie I saw. I told you what time the movie ended, and
Okay.
I told you that I was working, which is why I stayed a little bit longer.
Before she wouldn't
You were working? What the fuck does that mean?
say a word.
Okay.
Yesterday too, I tried talking to her.
Why?
You know,
Why?
nicely, but
combative at this point.
we'll handle it on our end here.
All right.
It sounds like
Thanks, guys.
for your end.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys want her trespass, correct? Okay. Ma'am, they want you trespassing the property,
You
so I
can call
do
me
need
by
your
my
name.
business name. It's Sweet Tea. If Sweet Tea comes here again, then you can trespass me off the property. Until then,
Sweet tea?
Sweet Tea, as if it's the drink. Person on call harassing me.
I'm not trying to harass you. It's just you're doing actions to get called
What
police on.
actions? Okay, so you're here. This is your
I'm done
big
talking.
break.
702 on 2.
Oh, now you're done talking.
Name-
You begged me to talk to
DOB.
you yesterday, please.
If you would just give me your name, this would be a lot.
I just
it would
gave
be
you
done
my
a lot
name.
quicker. No, you didn't. You said your name is Sweet Tea, which is a nickname.
That's a record label name.
Okay. And you said your address.
I
So
gave
it's
you the
everything
address.
but your name. So what is your name, and then I can get you out of here.
Like your government name that's on your ID.
If you have your ID,
I
that would
don't
work
have
a lot
my
quicker.
ID.
Okay, then what's your name? Your
I
real
just
name.
gave you
What
my
is the
name and I
name
gave you
on
my
your
address, so if I ever come back here, you'll know. So what's next? You need my name? I was told not to give my government name because you already know it.
I don't
You are tweaking.
know your government name. That's why I'm asking. So if you gave me your name, this would expedite the process. So what is your government name?
What's your government name?
Dominic.
Dominic?
Yes.
What's your last name?
I don't have to tell you that, but you have to tell me your name.
Why does everybody care so much? Like, why is it such a big deal? Like, here's the thing. I'm not gonna say it on here because I'm using a persona. But if I was like in public, I'll give you my first name. I'll give you my first and last name, no problem. I'll tell you it all day and all night. Who cares? Like, actually, who cares? The fact the cop won't do, the cop has to do it. Wait, why didn't the cop do it? Now, wait. The cop didn't give his name now. What's your Officer Dominic? That isn't your name. You're not Officer Dominic. What's your last name?
Okay. Otherwise, we'll stand here. That's fine. We'll stand here. That's fine. We'll wait, and then if I can't find it, then you're coming with
Somebody that
me.
doesn't want me on the property, you sure want me here. Why, Dominic?
Because I have to trespass you.
If I come back here, this guy will remember. I promise you. So, if I tell you my name, will you leave me alone?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the whole point. I just
But
need your
you
name.
already know my name. This is funny.
I'm gonna check the attached person on the call and then see if that happens.
We just need your name, your
Call
actual.
my ride first.
Yeah, it's really not worth it when all we just need is your name. All they're asking is that you just don't come back here, and we just have to give you a piece of paper that says that.
What's your name? This is your last name.
I found it the holy grail of nostalgia. It's the Keyboy. It has literally 20,000 pre-installed.
If you don't tell me, you're being arrested.
Alright, wait, can you wait until my ride get here?
No, you need to tell me right now. What's your name?
Put my phone in my bag.
It'll be in there. Do you have anything on you they shouldn't have?
Wait, can you like adjust it on my wrist?
Yeah, it's nice and loose.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. They're not meant to be comfortable, so I can just do it.
Yeah. Do you have anything on you that I need to know about? Nothing that's gonna stab me, stick me, poke me?
Get on my shit, bro. What's wrong with you?
He's just making sure there's nothing in there.
No, bro, he's going through my
Oh, you got caught. Didn't need to have this happen. Man, you getting that faded off fucking couple gummies. Come on.
You got the name off the car. Put my down, bro, for my husband do that to your ass, and I don't get no how you feel.
Well, if you would have told me your name, I wouldn't have.
You ain't gotta go through my no more. You saw the name on the car. You weenie up, do your ass, man. Get out my bro. Put my phone in my bag.
It's going in there.
Put it in there now. Don't tell me it's going in there. Put my in there.
All right, we're gonna leave this here. We'll get it
No,
later.
man, he better.
All right, we're gonna go.
I'm not going
We're gonna
nowhere.
take you to your car, or to my car. Let's go.
Put it in there neatly. Don't be swimming my around. I ain't touch nothing that belong to you. Bring my stuff with
let's
some
go.
respect.
Let's go. I'm not gonna hit you.
Bro,
Let's
because
go.
I swear to God,
Let's
I'm
go.
telling you right now,
Let's
bro.
go.
I'm telling you right now, you hit bump me with that bag again, bro. Bro, get his hand off of me.
Off of where?
Get his hand off of me. You,
Okay. Are you okay if I hold you?
You hold me.
Okay.
Get his hand
Okay.
off of me.
Okay.
Bro.
Okay. He's off. Can we go to this car right here?
Everything in my bag gotta be in there when I get back to it.
We're gonna stay on the sidewalk right here. We're just gonna go to the back
what
door right
car?
here. For this one right here.
His car?
Yes, his car.
You put me in. Don't let him put me in. Cause
I got
I'm gonna hit my stomach and I'm gonna have a problem.
Okay,
How
go
you
ahead.
doing this shit?
Sit down. Just sit down.
Sweet Tea, officially known as Talisha, was charged with resisting, obstructing. She is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
That was it. I guess they couldn't get her on the public indecency, but it is what it is.
At WOM, we always want to make sure that we are listening to our employees. SurveyMonkey allows.
I think that's going to be it for the stream for today. Thank you everybody that stopped in. I really do appreciate it. Again, sorry for the slightly shorter one, only an hour 45 today, but we're trying to come in with the better content, so keep coming back. I swear, I promise. I have been Captain Quasar, and I am now signing off. Womp, 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 na 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 na.